What action might President-elect Donald Trump could take against India after his inauguration?
So when India, which is a very big abuser...
How could these decisions impact India's interest and how might India respond?
The United States is our largest trade partner. We have no interest in weakening the dollar at all.
We will explore these questions in detail, so stay tuned until the very end of this video. On January 20th, Donald Trump will take the oath of the office as the next US president for a second term. So after his inauguration, what action could he take against India? Throughout his campaign, Trump focused on fixing trade imbalances, protecting American industries, and potentially reinstating policies on H-1B visa. So let's go through each of these points one by one. First, let's talk about trade. Trade between the US and India has grown significantly. In 2022, the total trade in goods and services was about 191.8 billion, with US export at 73 billion and import from India at 118.8 billion, leading to US trade deficit of 45.7 billion. So, what is the trade deficit? A trade deficit happens when a country imports more than what it exports. In Indian case, the US import 45.7 billion more in goods and services from India than it exports to India. This means India earned 45.7 billion more from the US in trade. Now, what could Trump do? He could increase tariff on Indian exports. Indian tariff on the US imports vary by the product category. For example, agriculture products like apple and almonds have faced tariff as high as 70% in the past. In response to India's tariff, the US has imposed retaliatory tariff on certain Indian goods. For instance, in 2019, the US has imposed a 25% tariff on steel import from India. Trump might target these tariffs on other products as well, or even increase them to balance the trade deficit. What might India do in the response to these tariffs? India could retaliate with the similar tariff as it did in 2019, or engage in the trade negotiations through the diplomatic channel. India might also look to diversify its exports market. Next, let's talk about H-1B visa policy reinstatement. I have made a detailed video about this which you can check out. But to summarize, Trump is not fully against the H-1B visa policy because it's benefit US too. However, if there are changes to H-1B visa policy, it could affect both countries, though it might affect US more than India. If fewer skilled workers go to the US, it could lead to more talented workers or professionals staying in India, which would boost India's economy. India and the US have had strong relations in recent decades, and it's important that these two great nations avoid any major conflict. What are your thoughts on this? Please comment in the comment section. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more such videos.